All right, we're live. Sorry, guys. Today's live is just going to be me. James is at the park with Isaiah training soccer. Sends his apologies, but that's all right. Your mid-back, your lats, your glutes, your hamstrings, and also your calves. And the reason why I've chosen this workout for today is if you guys have read previous Instagram posts that we've posted up, a lot of the home workouts that we do are very dominant with the anterior, so all the muscle groups at the front. When you think of all the workouts that we've been doing at home, they involve a lot of muscle groups which are at the front of the body. We've been doing a lot of push-ups, burpees, squats, all those exercises, even ab exercises, and all those muscles are very dominant in the front of the body. So what I wanted to do was focus on the muscle groups at the back, and the way you need to think about this is we've been out of the gym now for close to 8 weeks. And in terms of total volume that we've completed in terms of training the anterior, which is the front, and posterior, the back, there's a huge discrepancy between the two because there's not a whole lot of body weight exercises that you can do that target the back muscles or the glutes, hamstrings, etc. So what today's focus is on those muscle groups. So we'll be using a few things. If you guys haven't already got it, you need quite a big towel, not a small one, but one that's going to be enough for you to be able to wrap your hands around like this and use it as a tool. We're also going to have 2 water bottles. We don't need anything too heavy, probably something up to 1.5 kilos. 1.5 liters would be enough. If you've got resistance bands, that'll be good as well. Specifically the long one, not the short one, because we need to be using these as handles basically. And we'll also be using the bench. So you can use a sofa, you can use a stool, something that's stable and won't slide or move when you guys are utilizing it. I'll give alternatives for each of the exercises that do require the use of a bench if you don't have a bench accessible to you. So yeah, that's pretty much the rundown of today's workout. It'll probably go for 30 minutes and then we'll spend about 10 minutes stretching just to relieve the body. I don't think we've done a stretch session since week 1, so it'll be good to fit one in. It'll prepare us for tomorrow's live as well, which I do believe is a leg day. So again, quite a bit of heavy anterior loading through a lot of these workouts. So the focus of today's workout is more so to relieve the body of all the stress that's been applied to the front of the body. So as usual, we'll just start with let me shift the camera up. We're going to start with full body movements. Just starting with shoulder rotations. Start with one arm. Again, we always want to rotate back, not forwards. Again, rotating forwards is promoting shoulders rolling forward. Very anterior dominant, so we always want to be opening back. Switching sides. Moving to overs and unders. Guys, when you do your overs and unders, I want you to think about it like there's a plane that exists underneath your arm. And when you pull back, you can see that I'm pulling back in specifically a straight line. When you do this as opposed to this, you're going to feel more of your rear delts and your mid-back muscles. You can try the difference between the two. Do a few reps with your arms coming straight back like this, and a few with your arms coming straight down like we usually do. And you'll feel a noticeable difference in where you feel it in the back muscles. Moving on to punch and rotate. Make sure we're rotating at the feet as well. You want to be reaching out as far as you can. And you're really going to feel it in your lats the further you reach out. And just coming into full body circles. Again, coming through the feet as much as you can, rotating as much as you can. You're going to feel the stretch in the lower back and also the lats as you come around. Just moving on to hip rotations. Guys, when we do our hip rotations, you really want to focus on the hinge when you come back. You'll notice that I'm specifically pulling my butt backwards. You're going to feel your hamstrings there before coming back forward. Changing sides. All right, we're going to go through one more warm-up. It's going to involve I's, T's, and Y's. The clock's going to be on for about 30 seconds with 10 seconds of changeover. We're going to do a bit of hip thrust and bridge rotations as well, just to get movement through the hips, and then we'll get started with the workout. So I'm going to go quickly set up the clock and we'll get started. All right, shift the camera down again. Okay guys, we're going to start with T raises. Starting in 3, 2, 1, arms completely out to the side, 90 degrees to the body. And I just want you guys to rep out the T raises. Really focus on holding the contraction right at the top. If you're feeling it in the lower back, don't need to lift the back legs up. Just keep the back legs on the floor, but we're pulsing through the upper body. Should feel your rear delts and also your mid back. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, break. You can use this time to go into something like the cobra stretch for your lower back. Starting in 10 seconds. You can come back into child's pose as well. We go into Y raise in 3, 2, 1, thumbs pointing up. Again, just pulsing through the reps. Really focusing on holding that contraction right at the top for a split second. 10 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Again, going into cobra stretch if you need to. From there, you can pull back into child's pose. Coming forward. Start of I raises in 3, 2, 1. Keeping the head up. Trying to extend as much as you can. 15 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1, break. Coming up, we're going to flip over onto our backs, coming into hip thrusts, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just repping out hip thrusts. Again, focusing on the squeeze of the glutes as you come up. Should be thinking about pulling your belly button towards your spine. 15 to go. 5, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go into bridge rotation. So that's hip thrust, but we're reaching up and overhead. If our head is pointing to 12 o'clock, we're reaching for 1 o'clock and 11 o'clock. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Bridge rotations. Try to synchronize your hip thrust and the overhead reach, reaching up as far as you can. 15 to go. Focus on your breathing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Break. Going back to the start, we're going to go back to T raises, starting in 10 seconds. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. T raises. Just take your time with the reps. Really get a good understanding of what muscle groups you're feeling as you go through this. Remember, if you're feeling it through the lower back, you don't need to lift the back legs up with you. Keeping them planted on the ground. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Break. Again, go into cobra stretch if you need to. Pulling back to child's pose. We're on Y raises, starting 5, 3, 2, 1. Wide raises. Keep repping it out. Trying to reach back further with each rep. 15 to go. 10 seconds. Should really be feeling it in the shoulders, the lower back, and the rear delts. 3, 2, 1. Break. Again, coming into cobra stretch. Pulling back. We're on eye raises, starting in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Eye raises. Remember to focus on your breathing. The exhale comes as you're coming up. Inhaling slowly as you come back down to the floor. 10 seconds. Make sure you're keeping your head up. 5, 3, 2, 1. Break. Coming up. Flipping over onto our back for hip thrusts. Focus on your breathing. Starting in 5, 3, 2, 1. Hip thrusts. To go. Really focus on the squeeze of the glutes, planting your feet firmly into the ground. 5 to go. 3, 2, 1. Break. Final set, bridge rotations, starting in 10 seconds. Setting the feet up firmly, reaching up as far as you can. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Make sure you're reaching up and back as far as you can. 10 seconds. 5, 3, 2, 1. Break. And that's the end of the warm-up. We should be feeling quite mobile, especially through the hips. You might be feeling it a bit in your shoulders. That's totally fine. Get your equipment ready. We're going to start on our isometric workout. So I'm going to quickly explain each of the exercises before we do it. We've got 3 circuits to go through. Not really circuits, I'd call it a giant set. A giant set is when you pair 2 or more exercises. It's almost like doing a superset, but giant set is more than 2 exercises. So each of the sets is going to include 1 isometric contraction. That means just to hold in one position, like a wall sit or squat hold. You're going to hold that for a short period of time before moving into the next exercise and doing it for reps. One common issue that I found with a lot of people is that they really struggle to engage the lats. I'm going to quickly turn off the clock. Yeah, a lot of people struggle to really engage the lats, so I'm going to quickly show you guys a drill that you can do to make sure that you are always contracting your lats. You always hear James say the cue, pull your shoulders back and down. That's one of the cues that you can utilize to contract your lats. So if you guys want to quickly run through this drill with me, I use it with a lot of beginners who haven't developed that understanding on how to contract the lats. So basically what we're doing is we're putting our body in an anatomical position to elicit a contraction. So what you want to do, whenever you're going through the motions of this one, you want to be standing up as straight as possible. You don't want to be leaning to the side or rotating. We're going to focus with one arm at a time first. So if you just take your right arm, all I want you guys to do is just to move your shoulder back. What you'll notice is I'm not striking up. All I'm doing is moving the shoulder back. I'm not swaying either. Everything's staying nice and straight. Shoulder comes back. You'll feel a little pinch in your lats. It's probably a 1 out of 10 in terms of intensity. Nothing crazy yet. In that position where your shoulder's back, I want you to pull your armpits down towards the ground. So I'm not swaying sideways with it as I pull my armpit down. Shoulder goes back, shoulder goes down. In that position where the shoulder's back and the shoulder's down, you should be able to feel that the contraction intensifies just a little bit more. It's probably like a 3 out of 10 at the moment. In that position where the shoulder's back and down, I want you guys to lift your forearm up like this. What you're going to do is you're just going to rotate it outwards. So in the position where the shoulder's back and down, lift up the forearms and rotate your arm outwards. Now you should begin to really feel the contraction in your lats. And finally, in that position where your shoulder's back, down, forearm is up and rotated out, you're going to lean like a teapot, short and stout. Really digging that elbow into the rib cage, and you're really going to feel a hard contraction. If you're struggling to feel a contraction in your lats, try having your arm straight out like a T, and what you're going to do is you're going to make a W with your arm. But as you're making that W with your arm, you can see that I'm pulling my shoulders or my armpits downwards, and my elbows are digging into my rib cage. Give that a go, guys. You should be able to feel your lats. I want you guys to acknowledge what that feels like, because we're going to be utilizing this for our first set, which is to target the lats. Like I said, there's not that many bodyweight exercises or home exercises that you can do for your lats without having any sort of equipment. So what we're going to do today is we're going to use our towel to do a lat contraction. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that now. So what you're going to do with your towel, you're going to hold the corners of the long end like so. Put the towel on the floor. You're going to step on the towel, as you can see it that I'm doing here. What you're going to do is you're going to wrap the towel around your hand, and in that position there, what are you doing with your armpits? Remember, you're pulling it back and down. So think about pulling your armpit towards your butt. All you're going to do is pull your arms backwards. So my arms stay straight, and all I'm doing is pulling my arms that way. I'll let you guys set up, give it a go. So again, I'll do this from the front row. Front view. You're going to hold the long end corners of the towel, placing it on the floor, stepping onto the towel, wrapping the towel around your hand. In that position there, you're going to pull back. So I'll do side view again. In that position there, you should be feeling a really hard contraction in the lats. If you guys aren't feeling it, shoot me a message on YouTube. I'm going to have a look now. I'm going to assume that everyone can feel it. So we're just going to go with that. So what we're going to do, we're going to hold this contraction for 10 seconds. And then right after we do that, we're going to wrap this towel around our hands like that. And we're going to do a row. So just imagine like we're doing kettlebell rows at the gym. You can see that I'm maintaining quite a supported position. My back is neutral, bending the knees slightly, keeping my armpits pulled towards my butt. And we're going to pull the towel apart. Although we physically cannot pull the towel apart, I want you guys to imagine it like you're pulling that towel apart as you're coming up. So as I'm coming up, I'm imagining that I'm stretching the towel and pulling it apart, and you should be able to feel it in your lats. So we're going to do that for 3 sets. We're going to start in 10 seconds. So get your towel ready, holding the corners of the long side, placing the towel on the floor, stepping onto the towel, wrapping the towel around your hands, just like in the kettlebell row position. We're going to pull, starting in 3, 2, 1. Do a hard pull for 10 seconds. I'm going to quickly check the comments. Nope. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Quickly get the towel, wrap it around your hands like so, and I want you guys to go for 12 reps, pulling the towel apart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Really look for that contraction in the lats. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Break for 30 seconds. So guys, if you do happen to have a long band, you you can do the exact same thing. What the people with the long band would be doing, stepping onto the band like so, using the loops as handles, and just pulling backwards that way, holding that for 10 seconds, and when it's time to rep out, all you're going to do is row using the handles. All good? I wish I could see you guys because I have no idea what the feedback is with this. But hopefully everyone's feeling their lats. Remember, if you're not feeling your lats, run through that same process again to contract your lats, which is shoulder back, shoulder down, lift the arm up, rotate outwards, lean like a teapot, short and stout. All right. Set number 2. Get your towel ready, holding onto the long side. Towel goes on the floor, stepping onto the towel, and we're going to go for a contraction by pulling straight backwards, starting in 3, 2, 1. I want you guys to pull back with maximum intent. Pull back as hard as you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and break. Wrap the towel around your hands. 12 reps straight away. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember to always pull the armpit down towards your butt. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Break. Woo! Guys, I'm going to quickly turn on the fan. Focus on your breathing. Oh. Starting again in 20 seconds. I'm going to quickly check the comments. Looks like we're all good. All right. Hopefully, your lats are on fire just like mine. If anyone's feeling it in their lower back, you're probably leaning too far forward like that. Just come more upright like that. What's happening in this position is there's more shear forces happening in the spine, so that you might feel it in your lower back. So again, if you're feeling it in the lower back, just bring your torso a bit more upright. Start of round 3 in 10 seconds. Get the towel ready, holding onto the long side, corners of the long side, placing the towel on the floor, stepping on the towel, wrapping around your hands, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulling back with as much force as you can, really look for that lat contraction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Wrap the towel around your hands. Again, thinking about pulling the towel apart. 12 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Break. Oh, lats on fire. Guys, we're going to go through this one more time, just because I want to milk this. Like I said, a lot of us probably haven't been working on the posterior chain as much as we'd like to. I guess we have been in a sense because we've been doing a lot of running, but in terms of particular strength training, it's a really hard muscle group to address, especially when you haven't got equipment. The way we address this at the gym, we have our TRX rows, we have pull-ups, we have bent over rows, we have kettlebell rows, so we're actively working on that. But at home, we don't really have access to much equipment. So doing something like this would be a great way for you guys to work your lats. One more set, starting in 10 seconds, holding the corners of the long side, stepping onto the towel, wrapping around your hand, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, pulling back with as much intent as you can. Really look for that contraction. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, break. Wrap the towel around your hands completely. Repping 12. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Break. Oh my goodness. Lats are destroyed. Guys, like I said, great exercise for you guys to be doing at home. Try to incorporate it a few more times during the week, especially if you've got a long towel, even with resistance bands. So many back exercises you can do. If you want to know more exercises that you can do with the towel or muscles groups that are the posterior chain, send me a message. I'll show you guys a few exercises that you can do with the resistance band or towel. So that's the end of our lat set and also our shoulders. So in the next giant set, we've got pike push-ups, we've got Y raises with our water bottles, and we've also got a rear delt press. So I'm going to demonstrate each of the exercises, and we're going to get rolling with this. So pike push-up, you're going to use your bench in that position, legs straight, arms about shoulder width apart, and you're slowly going to press down. When you press all the way up to the top, you want to be lining your biceps up with your ears. We're going to extend upwards as we come up. We're going to shift our shoulder blades upwards. That upward rotation is going to be very healthy for our shoulder blades. Again, if you don't have a bench to do this, what I would recommend you guys do is a push-up with shoulder taps. So what you're going to do, push-up position, push up, 1, 2, push up, 1, 2. What you'll notice when I do the shoulder taps, I'm not rushing it like that. I'm taking my time. That way I'm focusing on my shoulder stability, and I'm also not rotating through the hips to tap my shoulders. So first exercise, pike push-ups. The next exercise that we're going to do is called a Y raise. We're going to use our water bottles for this one. So we're going to come into this bent over position like we did with our rows. And what we're going to do, holding the water bottles, we're going to make the letter Y with our hands. That's Y raise. And finally, the last exercise that we're going to do, you guys watch me from the side. I'm going to row up. What you'll notice is that my elbows don't pull back like a normal lat row. They pull outwards. So if I do it from the front view, it forms a 90-degree bend and my arm is completely straight to the body. So my elbows don't pull back, they pull outwards to the side. From that position there, you're going to keep your elbows up, you're going to rotate your arms forward like this, and then you're going to press forward. Press back, coming back to that position where your elbows up, and then rotate downwards, bottle comes down. I'll demonstrate that again. You're going to row up, elbows stay up 90 degrees. In that position there, you're going to rotate your hands up. In that position there, you're going to press forward, press back, keeping the elbows high, bottles down, coming down. I'll do that from the front view really quickly. In that position there, I'm going to row up 90 degrees, rotate hands forward, press comes back, elbows still stay high, rotate downwards, and back down. Each of the exercises we're going to do for 10 reps. If you can't do 10 reps, try to hit anywhere between 8 to 10. We really want to be pushing our shoulders to the point of failure with this one. So we're going to go through this in 3 sets, starting in 10 seconds. Get your bench ready. Again, if you can't do a pike push-up, do push-up with a shoulder tap in between. Pike push-ups starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming down, getting your water bottles ready for Y raise. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Y raise, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming into the press. Remember, we're rolling back, arms 90 degrees, rotate forward, press. Press back, rotate down, bottles come down, that's 1 rep. Up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, down, that's 2 reps. You should be feeling it in your rear delts and your mid back. Rotate, press, pull back, rotate down, bottles down, that's 3. Row up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. 4. Row up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. 5. Halfway there, pull up, rotate up, press, back, rotate down, bottle down. 6. Up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down, that's 7, 3 more, row up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down, 2 more, up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down, 1 more, up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. Guys, you really want to be focusing on keeping that top position there. Remember, if you're feeling it in your lower back, you're probably bowing down too much. Just lift your body up slightly. If anyone's really struggling with this movement, I want you guys to substitute this for shoulder 777s. Do not opt for the easy option. Try to push through this one, but if you find yourself really struggling for this, shoulder 777, that's 7 front raise, 7 side raise, 7 rear raises. So pike push up, Y raise, and that rear delt press. Can't do that, shoulder 777. Catching your breath. Gonna start again in 20 seconds. Like I said, today's focus is purely on posterior chain. You are definitely going to be feeling it in the shoulders, the rear delt, the upper back. Remember, if you're feeling it in your lower back, try to fix the positioning of your torso. Either play around with the angle of leaning too much forward or upright a bit more. Also thinking about stabilizing at the core. If I was to punch you on the stomach while you're doing that exercise, it should be hard as rock. All right, round 2 or 3, starting in 10 seconds. Catch your breath, grab a drink if you need to. What you'll notice is I'm allocating a bit more rest period than what we've been doing with our other workouts. The reason why is a lot of this is purely not strength training, but the foundation of it is more akin to that. So allocating proper rest periods is more ideal. It's not like Tabata where we're 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, or really working with short rest periods. So really focus on your breathing during your rest periods. The sets are really physically taxing. Like I said, it's a giant set. We're doing back-to-back exercises. So the demands on the body are quite big. So that's why a rest period is essential. Second set, let's go. 5 push-ups, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10 reps. 1, 2, 3. Remember to bring your biceps to your ears. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming down straight into Y raises, starting in 3, 2, 1. Y raise. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you keep your head up. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Rear delt press. Get the bottles ready. Row up, rotate up, press. Back, rotate down. That's 1. Up, rotate up, press. Pull back, rotate down. Down, that's 2. Row up, rotate up, press. Pull back, down, down. 3. Row up, rotate up, press. Pull back, rotate down, bobble down. That's 4. Row up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. That's 5. Halfway there, row up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. That's 6. Pull up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. 6. Up, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. Keep your elbows high. Row up, rotate up, elbows high, press, pull back, rotate down, bottle down. That's 8. 2 more. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate, down. Last 1. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate, down. Guys, it's just as hard for me as it probably is for you guys. It's definitely burning like hell through the shoulders. It's a very yucky feeling. Like I said, these are probably muscle groups that have been quite untouched in the past 7 weeks. So it's very good to start addressing these things, because come a time when we're back in the gym, we want to make sure that we're balanced, especially in our physique, and we're also addressing all muscle groups in the body. So use this time to focus on your breathing. Grab a quick drink if you need. We've got 1 more set to go. Woo! Shoulders on fire. Oh. All right. 20 seconds. So yeah, if anyone's feeling it in the lower back, substitute that exercise for shoulder 777s. So 7 front raise, 7 side raise, 7 rear. Again, if you're feeling it in the lower back, make sure you play around with the angle of your torso. Final round, starting in 10 seconds. Pike push-ups. For those who can't do pike push-ups, push up with shoulder tap. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pike push-up, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh dear. All right. Y raises. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2. Make sure your head's looking up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Coming into rear delt press. So row up, rotate, press, back, rotate, down. That's 1. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate, down. That's 2. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate down. 3. Pull back, rotate up, press, pull back, rotate down. 4. Pull up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate down, down. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate down, bottom down. 6. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate down, down. That's 7. 3 more. Up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate, down. That's 8. 2 more. Up, rotate, press, pull back,
rotate down, model down, one more, up, rotate, press, pull back, rotate, down. Ah! Oh my goodness. Guys, focus on your breathing. Grab a quick drink if you want. Not a drink from the water bottles that we're using as weights. Actually, you can. We're not going to use them anymore. All right, that's shoulders and mid-back done. Our last one is going to be glutes and hamstring. So, we're going to bring back our friend, our huge towel. Let's tilt the camera down. We are going to use our towel to help us do hip thrusts. So the 3 exercises that we're doing, we're going to do an isometric glute bridge, which is a glute bridge that we usually do at the gym when we hold up a hip thrust, but we're going to use that with the towel. After that, we're going to do hip thrusts for reps. And then finally, we're going to do an exercise called hamstring walkout. So I'll quickly run through each one now. In order to do the first exercise, which is the isometric hold, we're going to get our towel, placing it over the lat. What you're going to do, you're going to get the long corners. What you're going to do, put them on the floor, so the corners of the long side on the floor. You're going to get your heels and you're going to step onto the corners of the long side. So what you'll notice is the towel wraps around your thigh and your heels are digging into the corner of the long side. What you're going to do in that position there, you're going to lean back onto the floor and you're going to hip thrust straight up. You should definitely feel the contraction a lot more because now we've added an element of resistance into our hip thrust. We're going to hold that for 30 seconds before taking the towel off. We're going to do reps of hip thrusts. And then finally, the last exercise, hamstring walkout. What it's going to be, we are going to hip thrust up. And in this position here, you can notice that I'm on my heels. I'm going to slowly walk out. I want at least 2 steps. What you'll notice is my bum never touches the floor. So I'll demonstrate that again. Hip thrust up, onto my heels, and I'm slowly going to walk out while keeping my bum in the air. And we're going to go all the way until my legs are nearly straight, bum still not touching the floor, and I'm slowly going to walk back in, back to the hip thrust position. That's 1 rep. Walk out, walk back in. That's 2 reps. If you guys feel it in your lower back in this exercise, I want you to hip thrust up, slowly walk out, drop the bum back onto the floor, bring the feet back towards your bum, hip thrust up, walk out, bum touches the floor, pull the heels back in. I'm going to do this for 3 sets. So get your towel ready, putting the towel over your thigh, getting the corners of the long side, placing it under the heel, going for an isometric contraction, starting with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hip thrust up. What you also want to be doing is thinking about pulling your knees apart. Imagine you've got the imaginary band over your knees and you're stretching it apart. Keep holding, 15 to go. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Towel off. We're going to do 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep your bum in the air. Walk out. Walk back in. That's 1 rep. Walk back out. Walk back in, that's 2. We're gonna go for 10 reps. That's 3. Remember, if you're feeling it in your lower back, walk all the way out, touch your bum on the floor again, bring your feet back in. That's 4. 5, make sure you keep your chin tucked to your chest. That's 6, remember that you're walking with your heels. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Break. Oh. Remember with the hamstring walkout, bum never touches the floor. Only if you're feeling it in your lower back, you can drop your bum to the floor. Oh, so this is a glute hamstring combo that we're working with. Anyone who's got the long resistance band, you can use it in place of the towel. What you're gonna do, you're gonna hook your heels into the little loops. So again, it goes over. I can't do it. I think this is too thick. I'm not strong enough. Basically, if you've got a thinner cable, your heels basically hook into the loops of the band, and from that position there, you're gonna hip thrust. I don't think I can do it with this one. It's too thick. We'll give it a go anyways. Yeah. There, it looked like that. All right, round 2. Getting your towel over the thighs, corners of the long side, under your heels. Getting ready, 3, 2, 1, hip thrust up. If the towel slips off, just like for me, simply adjust the hip. Really focus on squeezing the glutes. Like I said, imagine that you're pulling the towel apart with your knees. That's going to externally rotate the knees. You're going to feel it more in the glutes. Keep holding. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now off, hip thrust for 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Really focus on that contraction. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Kick your bum up. Start the walkouts. 10 reps. 1, 2. Bum never touches the floor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9, and 10. Break. Oh my goodness. Guys, focus on your breathing. We've got 1 set to go. Oh, so the trend that you guys will have noticed for this whole workout, we always start off with an isometric contraction. The reason why we do that, it's used as a tool to help pre-fatigue the muscle. So we're holding it in an isometric contraction. We're bringing awareness to that muscle group, and we're introducing an element of fatigue before doing an exercise that is complementary to it. So with the lats, we were pulling backwards. That's the isometric contraction for fatigue, and then straight into that, we did rows. For the shoulders, pike push-ups is a great way to fatigue as well. And then we went straight into our Y raises and our rear delts. And similarly for this one, we're holding a glute contraction to fatigue before doing hip thrusts. Final set, long corners, under the heels, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hip thrust up. Remember, you want to be thrusting up with maximal intent. Really trying to rip that tower apart by externally rotating at the knees. Halfway there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tower off. Rep hip thrust. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Keep your bum in the air. Walk out. Back in. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more. 9 and 10. Break. Guys, it's the end of the workout. We're going to finish off with a stretching routine. Grab a drink quickly. You've got a mat. Get your mat ready. We're going to start in 15 seconds. Woo! So guys, today's workout, I'll repeat it again. We focus on the posterior chain being all muscle groups at the back end or the back region of the body. So today we focus on our lats, focus on rear delts, upper and mid back, and we also focus on glutes and hamstrings. If you guys want to repeat this workout, I'd highly recommend it. Like I said, a lot of home workouts, very dominant on the anterior, a lot of push-ups, a lot of sit-ups, a lot of squats, burpees. Doing something like this will relieve a lot of stress from the anterior and really start to focus on the posterior. When you look in terms of total volume, if I can give an example, how many push-ups have we done compared to pull-ups? So we've done a shit ton of push-ups, not really offsetting it or balancing it with any back exercises. Not to say that that's a bad thing, but ideally we'd like to be training the whole body, and doing something like what we did today is a great way to really relieve the anterior and start to focus on the posterior. So we're going to start our stretch with cat-cow, coming onto all fours. Guys, when you take your breath in through the nose, you slowly pull your stomach towards the floor. And as you exhale, slowly bringing the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. I really want you guys to utilize this time to focus on your breathing, just paying attention to how the body feels. Really trying to slow down the heart rate. Pay attention to deep breathing. Breath out, slowly pulling the shoulder blades up to the ceiling, pulling the belly button to the spine. Just relaxing from this position here, just bringing your bum back towards your heels. And just bringing the hands forward, coming into child's pose. When you guys to slowly creep the fingers forward, what you'll notice is the more you walk the fingers forward, the more you're going to feel the stretch in the lats, the upper body. You should feel it in the shoulders and the mid-back. Really thinking about driving your armpits down into the floor. And from here, coming forward into cobra stretch. As you breathe out, driving the hips down towards the floor, squeezing the glutes. You can feel the stretch in your lower back. If you're feeling any sort of discomfort, focus on your breathing. And your next breath, slowly pulling the bum back towards the heels. walking your fingers forward just a little bit more, driving the armpits down towards the floor. And on your next breath, just taking the right hand, placing it gently over the left. Really thinking about driving that right armpit into the floor. You should feel the stretch in the right lat. Just release from the stretch, bringing the hands back to the middle. On your next breath, taking the left hand, placing it over the right. Thinking about driving the left armpit into the floor. And just release from the stretch, bringing the hands back to the middle. And on your next breath, coming forward one more time. As you exhale, bring the hips to the floor, squeezing the glutes. Feeling the stretch in the lower back. Just releasing from the stretch. From here, we're going to transition into pigeon stretch. Just bringing the right leg forward. What we're going to do, we're slowly going to walk the back leg back. What you'll realize is the more you walk the back leg back, the more you're going to feel the stretch on the glutes, hamstring, front leg. Just walking the back leg back until you find your sweet spot. On your next breath, just bringing the torso towards the floor. Again, if you're feeling any discomfort, just paying attention to the breath, focusing on the exhale. Slowly releasing from the stretch. Switching over to the other leg. Again, we're going to walk the back leg back until we find our sweet spots. And on your next breath, just bring your torso down towards the floor. Just releasing from the stretch. Coming back up into the seated position. We're going to extend out our right leg. Before we come into the hamstring stretch, just taking a breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, reaching forward for your foot. If you can't reach the foot, just holding onto your shin or holding onto your ankle. On your next breath, just taking the opposite hand, reaching over for the foot, holding onto the wrist or the forearm if you can't reach it. And each exhale, just reaching a little more forward. Just releasing from the stretch, switching over to the other leg. Again, before you come into the stretch, breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, reaching forward. And on your next breath, just taking the opposite hand, reaching over. Just releasing from the stretch. From here, we're going to cross our legs, taking your right hand, placing it on the left knee. Left hand goes behind the body, and just rotating to the left, spinal rotation. Just releasing from the stretch, left hand over the right knee, right hand comes behind the body, rotating the other way. Releasing from the stretch. Guys, I want us to finish our stretch session with our eyes closed, legs still crossed. Just focusing on the breath. We're going to take 10 deep breaths. Just paying attention to how the body feels with each breath. As you breathe in through the nose, just feeling the shoulders rise and the stomach filling with air. And as you exhale, just feeling the body's relaxing.
the stomach getting softer, the shoulders getting lighter. Breathing in through the nose, and out through the mouth. Just paying attention to the rise and fall of the stomach as you continue to breathe. With every breath, just feeling the weight coming off your shoulders. Just really starting to feel the body relax. Paying attention to any areas that may feel tight, just focusing on relaxing as you breathe out. Each exhale, the body relaxing more and more. When you're ready, just gently opening the eyes, going for a quick stretch if you need to. Still maintaining focus on the breath. As I've told you guys before, it's very important that we stretch after our sessions. Not necessarily stretching, but just taking a moment to be mindful about how we're feeling. What you guys will notice now is that we're in quite a state of relaxation. The heart rate is no longer so elevated. We're feeling quite fresh. We feel like how we felt before the workout even started. And that's ideally the position you'd like to be when you finish your workout. You don't want to be finishing your workout in a state of high stress and then moving on to the next thing. So dedicating something like 5 to 10 minutes just to collect yourself, focus on your breathing, run through a few stretches. It doesn't have to be long. I think we only spent about 5 minutes stretching just then. We're just really dedicating the time to be present, to be mindful about how your body's feeling. Like I said, a lot of us, we're always focused on the next thing. We're never really present or paying attention to what our body is telling us. And it's something we really want you guys to be on top of, to be understanding how you feel. And even if you have any questions regarding that, you can let James or I know, or any of the other coaches, and we'd be happy to help you. But ideally, finishing your workout on a note like this is very beneficial in terms of your recovery, and it can go a long way in helping you perform better each and every day. So that's it for today's workout. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bit of a different theme and vibe to what we usually work with. Like today, it wasn't as high intense. It was a bit stripped back, a bit more focused on understanding contractions and really eliciting the right contractions in the right muscle groups. A bit stripped back, but that's okay because tomorrow we've got a leg routine, I'm pretty sure. So it should be a good one. Guys, get some good rest. Hope you guys are well. We'll be seeing you guys very soon. If you guys haven't completed the form yet that we've sent out, please complete it. A large number of you guys have completed it already. But the more responses we get, the more we're able to allocate resources to the correct classes, and we're able to structure the program so that it works as best as it can for you guys. All right, thank you guys. Enjoy the rest of your nights.